Welcome back to the vlog. It is like the first few days without Dasan here. He went back home already, so you know what that means. I'm going to kickstart my gym routine again because I took a vacation while he was here, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of hard for me to get back into it. Life sucks sometimes when you have to go back to like being alone, but then it's also like nice, but it's not. Got my rings on, they're silver. Jewelry is mixed between crystals and gold. Got a reddish slick back two ponies. Oops. We got my candle. We got this yoga video that I chose for this morning. And then we got Muñeca, and then we got me on the mat. Good morning. Angle because you're gonna see my double chin. But good morning. How are we today? Oh, I'm so tired today. I don't even know what the fuck is up. Okay, I'm gonna do my skin routine really quickly and my hair while I watch YouTube. Skin time, but first, starting with toner. Okay, I am all done with my face and my hair. I'm about to go change into my gym outfit. I am chilling outside, enjoying some sun and nature now that it's nice and fresh outside and it is not extremely hot. We're going through a heat wave this week, so it is not the funnest experience of my life, but it's California. I can't complain. That's just life in California. Like, that's something I just know that's just what we suffer through. Heat. But I got to go to the gym today. Just a really slow enjoyment to summer. I'm really enjoying my last few chill days where I have no schedule. Puerta María. ¡Órale! Good morning, you guys. What is up and welcome back. Currently today is Tuesday, and I'm taking this as my day off from the gym. Enjoying my slower days because my slower days are going to be coming to an end because I will be back in school. And even though it will be faster paced and I probably won't be putting out as much content as I did during the summer, I will be putting out content, but not as frequently because school is school and it takes up a lot of my time. I wanted to share, and I think it's because I'm reading this book, Communion. If you have not read this book, I definitely recommend you to go get it right now, especially if you're a young girl or just a woman at any age of her life, or even a man that wants to kind of learn a perspective of a woman and what it means to be a woman in America and how it shifts. If you are a dad and you have a daughter, must read 100%. And also the artist Bell Hooks, the writer, the writer Bell Hooks. I discovered her through my women's history class, and I fell in love with her with
the book that my teacher gave us, which was Feminism. Something like that. I'll put it somewhere right here. I don't remember the title of it, but I'll look for it. And I just read her literal her pre-page before the book, and it literally got me so fucking good that I was like, oh wow. And I didn't realize that she had another book that like was popular that went everywhere, which is All About Love. And I didn't read All About Love, but this one just called My Name More, and so I got it. And you would think that the female search for love, like the title of that means like you're gonna learn about love, and no, actually she goes to talk about how a woman is conditioned to only think and search for love from a very early on stage of life. And it's not wrong, it's true. And it just goes into much detail of other things, and she talks about her personal life and growing up with this very patriarchal father and a dreamer of a mom. And that just kind of reminded me of me growing up. Like, you know, my dad was a dreamer, but there was some point when he had to kind of switch over into this provider man, working mentality, like just once he lived here in the United States. And so it's really interesting to kind of see someone else and talk about how, you know, her whole life she's always dreamt about becoming a writer and being this kind of person and having this career as a woman and not just wanting to fall in love. And it really resonated with me, and it really like pulled at my heartstrings, and it reminded me how like education is so fucking important. Like, it's so important and it's so needed to help a woman discover that she is more than just fit for love, if that makes sense. And then it talks about the connection to Little Woman in here. Tell me why I started to scream, because I was like, I literally bought those two books together. Roll the clip! Roll the clip! Feeling the feels. And I think one of the biggest feels that I felt was, I think for the longest time, I always had someone to be with and to experience the mundane life with, whether that was a best friend, a cousin, or someone that lived with me, a roommate, anything, particularly always friends. All my friends used to always be together all the time. We used to do everything together, grocery shop, everything you can think of was always together as a union. And now that I'm back, and you know, my bestest of friends that I have all kind of live far away now, you know, my other friends are just like, you know, moms, and they have lives. So you don't really have that person to experience all the little mundane things with again. And at first it used to really get to me and it used to make me feel really lonely, but now I'm learning to understand that it's just a part of the experience. Right now it's time for me to really enjoy this mundane life with myself and really be in this relationship with myself and enjoy all these little things, because that won't always be, you know, if there's one thing that is constant in this life, it's change, you know. Change is inevitable. It is something that will always happen. There is nothing that will stay the same forever. And so I think during this Cancer season, it's been reminding me that even in the slow, mundane life of doing things alone, you don't have to feel lonely. And if you do at times, it's okay to feel lonely. Just remind yourself and remind your younger self that it's okay. It will not be permanent. And then it also reminds me that my younger self used to feel this a lot and used to go into a full panic crash out mode and used to feel like, if no one wants to hang out with me, or if no one's hitting me up, or if no one wants to do little things with me, or just go for coffee in the morning, or just watch and hang out movies with me, like something must be wrong with me. And I noticed how little times my mind would start to think like that. But then I had to sit and remind myself and observe and be like, hi, my 4-year-old, 10-year-old self, let me give you a hug. Let me remind you we are okay, we are safe, there is nothing wrong going on. And it's honestly been so neat to be able to do that for myself and to like do it in action and to like be able to notice afterwards how content I am with myself again, and how I'm like, oh, okay, protecting my peace, this is what this is. Like, I love this, I enjoy this, and I'm doing the work, I'm putting in the things that have to be done now, and later in life I will find people that are like-minded people that will be doing the same thing I'm doing. Those are my tips for you if you ever feel lonely.